Hello everybody, my name is John Hanner. I'm with Virginia Yachts, and today we're doing a video session on E-10 ethanol gasoline blend. E-10 gasoline is very simple. It's 10% ethanol and 90% gasoline. It doesn't have to be any more complicated than that. So we're going to move into what it does and some of the properties it has and how to prevent issues that we're finding in the marine industry. If we come over here to figure 1, we see a general construction of what a marine fuel tank looks like. It has a fill, it also has a vent to allow the fuel to expand and contract under temperature conditions. But I want to point out one thing that's different in the marine environment than you would find in an automobile, and it's what's called a pickup tube. In the marine industry, this portion here is we're actually pulling fuel to the engine from the bottom of the fuel tank. In an automobile, excuse me, it's actually just fed by gravity through the bottom. So we want to keep that in mind as we go through this video. Moving into figure number 2 here, this is a representative of ethanol, represented by green letter E, and gasoline represented by the red letter G. It's 90% gasoline, 10% ethanol, just like we stated earlier in the video. This is an appropriate mix, and it works well in the marine environment if it stays that way. What we're going to get into now is what's called phase separation. And phase separation is when we lose our appropriate mix, and we get into figure 3 here. Figure 3 is our scenario of phase separation. What happens in phase separation? Phase separation is when the ethanol drops and separates from the gasoline to the bottom of the tank. Ethanol by nature also attracts water. It's a process that occurs naturally. You can't avoid it. It's just going to pull water to itself. And how it does it is through our vent tube on our fuel tank. The vent tube is going to the outdoor air, which carries humidity, which carries moisture, which then again brings in water. Also, a rapid change in temperature in the spring and fall, where we have warm days and cool nights, can also cause condensation, which will bring water in. So we're bringing water in also. So what happens here is phase separation. It's when the gasoline gets separated from the ethanol and the ethanol brings water in. So remember, in figure 1, we have our pickup tube which pulls the fuel to our engine at the bottom. So when we get to this point in phase separation, we have ethanol and water going straight to our engine. This will not allow the engine to run properly or at all, and it could cause some damage to that. We're going to go ahead and pause this section of the video for right now. In part B, we're going to get into how do we prevent phase separation, and I want to clarify that. We want to slow it down. Prevention is a non-ability. We cannot prevent phase separation. And also, how do we fill our tanks up to get the maximum benefit out of the fuel that we put into the tank. As always, if you have any questions about our videos that we put together, you can call the office or you can visit us at virginiayachts.com. Thank you for joining us today.